sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott letting one fly deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Cooper was the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Taco Charlton with a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. 1st down, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw. Tate. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Tate. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
And a Cowboy first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off around the 37. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Prescott looks to throw on first, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brian, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. 10th carry now for Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Prescott to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Ashawn Robinson. Too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
56 to Mike.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Dallas.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And again, it's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Tre'Quan Smith. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Tate. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. A final shot before break. Tate nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Tate. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Tate. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere. He'll lose about 3 on the play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I got you, pop. Strong right.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Prescott now. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Check. Watch 54.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Howard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go.
Prescott on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of...
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Pull it.
Throwing again. Tate. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Traquan Smith. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Tate. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Panther first down. On first down, Tate. It's caught, Beckham. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Set, ready. Not a good. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put